I think for us, that comes very easy because we like what we do. We have fun.
And we're not dicks.
And we're not dicks. Yeah. I think this is the first time we said dick on the podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of the Humble Hustle Podcast. We are your hosts, Nick and Kayla.
Hello, hello.
And what are we talking about today?
So today we thought it would be a good idea to talk about how to become a go-to creative in your industry, whether you're a photographer or a videographer, even if you're not the biggest name, right? So we all know this. There's a lot of competition out there. There are so many talented people. Even just in my circle of friends who are also videographers and photographers, like all of you guys are so talented. So just the emphasis on you don't have to have the most followers or like be the most famous, quote unquote, in your area to be successful. So we're going to talk a little bit about like kind of how we've both built a name for ourselves, even if it's not the most known.
Right. And I think to start things off, I mean, we're just going to kind of jump right in here. One of the main things that a lot of people probably will instantly think of is to niche down and focus on one thing, get really good at that one thing, and then you will naturally stand out in your area. That's definitely an approach you can take. It's one that, we've all heard. I mean, I myself have experienced it and tried it. And I basically, when I did it, I niched down into the product world and specifically like kind of beverages and like food and beverage, I guess, with a little bit of health and wellness. And when I did that, I was really just relying on what I was hearing from people saying that doing this will make things easier. I mean, one, it'll make me a specialist. So, I can differentiate myself from other creators, but also there's like obviously a lot of processes that go along with like planning things and things like that. And when you're only planning for one type of shoot, it really streamlines things. Like that made things way easier. Mm-hmm. I no longer had to like really think, oh man, like this is going to be way different. Like every shoot I'm doing is so different. I got to approach it all differently. When I was doing products, especially beverages, it's like, nope, same thing we did last week. We can just cut and paste and kind of just tweak things here and there, but we knew exactly what we were doing pretty much every time. So that helped a lot. Especially and with the outreach too. So I was still doing cold outreach back then, and being like only outreaching to one industry, I knew exactly what to say. I knew the exact pain points of that industry. I knew what worked and I knew what didn't work. So that also helped me streamline that entire process as well. I guess what I'm getting at, like, there are clearly pros to niching down, but it's not, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's not worth it. It totally is if you do it right. And I'm not even saying I did it wrong, but now I'm not necessarily doing that anymore. I'm kind of dipping in both buckets, I guess. Like I'm back in like the local business market. So, I mean, I chose to come back to, just get more clients, I guess, because it was harder to find more at the time. But there was a lot of factors that went into that. It was maybe the outreach method I was doing. There was timing. I don't know. There was so many factors, but basically like niching down is not like the worst thing to do, but it's also, it can definitely help you stand out, but it's not the only way.
Yeah, it's not the only option. Yeah. I think that's a great way to put it. And I would still very much consider you an expert in product photography and videography. Like, I
still do them all the time. Like, I was just telling you off the mic, I was supposed to have one 2 days ago.
Yep.
So we still do them.
Yeah.
All of our past clients from like the last year, more or less, we're still working with on and off. So
yeah,
we'll continue those partnerships as long as we can.
Yeah. And I think it's just a great example of another thing that can kind of help you stand out is you need to be adaptable. Like you tried doing the product stuff full time. You decided, hey, maybe I want to explore something else and try something new. And now you've opened up your options and kind of diversified a little bit more. Like that is the name of the game with entrepreneurship. You need to be adaptable. You need to be able
So
to
true.
change things on the fly, add things to your services, maybe take some stuff away. That has been the biggest challenge for me in building this business is like you think at one point that something is the best thing for you, and then a few months down the road you're like, why did I ever do that? That made no sense. So you're just constantly learning and changing and trying to evolve, and if you're not evolving, then you're not going to make it. So honestly, it's really great, I think, that you've like opened this up, and you guys do such amazing corporate work too and commercial work. Like I think this is going to be a really, really good thing for you guys, and I'm excited to see where you go with it.
I just remember like it was so long ago now where I told you I was making this decision.
Yeah.
And it's taken like 5 or 6 months just to finally get it going.
Yep.
I honestly admit I thought it would be faster. I thought I could make that transition almost instantly, and was that naive of me? Maybe a little. Or like arrogant.
It happens.
Maybe. I was like, I can easily make this happen.
But you're also a little bit of a perfectionist, would you say? So you wanted to make sure you had your website all completely ready to go and running ads and things like that. So you did it the right way.
Yeah, I would say like the website was one thing, but I think it was more so the outreach method shift has been like the absolute biggest game changer for me.
Yeah.
Like
if you guys haven't listened to our episode with Alex, you need to go listen to it.
for years, I've been the cold outreach guy. And like literally, I've had people in real life come to me for advice on how to do cold outreach. And I would genuinely say, yes, I really know how to do it well because I've made it work for the past couple of years. And so for me, of all people, to make the shift to now do paid leads, it's been like eye-opening. I was like, wow, why didn't I do this sooner?
Yeah, saving yourself so much time.
Oh my God.
Yes, it's more expensive, but I remember you telling me you would spend hours doing cold outreach.
Yeah, no, literally I would spend hours a day just manually hand typing emails and DMs all the time.
Yep.
And I was always afraid of doing the paid ads simply for the financial reasons. I was like, I can't spend that much money. Like, what if it doesn't work? Like,
You
I'm
do
not
have to
gonna.
spend
I don't
a
want
lot
to
of
spend
money.
like $3,000 and get like nothing.
Yeah.
And here I am now. I spent over $3,000 already, but it's worked.
Yep.
So now I'm like instantly a true believer.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it does work. They say you got to spend money to make money, and it's true.
yeah.
It is really true.
So I think, the shift of the outreach method really kind of accelerated this shift. Like before I was trying to make the shift they're still doing cold outreach, and it just wasn't working. And then when I finally decided to stop the cold outreach and do the paid leads, it instantly made it like official.
Yeah, and I think this kind of like rolls into really easily the next point of like you need to market yourself, right? Like we talk about having a presence on social media and being online and blah, blah, blah. But, showcasing your brand and your personality really does make a difference, especially if you're a small business, like a solo entrepreneur like we are. People want to see the folks behind the camera, and they want to see your personality because that does matter. You're working very closely with these clients at times.
Yep.
So showing people who you are and like kind of a little sneak peek into how you operate, I think has really helped me be successful with that.
Yeah, because like these bigger companies are kind of just relying on the clout that they have, and they work with big businesses, so like
And they have all the fancy gear.
they
and
can
all
just
of
kind
this.
of roll off of that and
Yeah.
get people to trust them. And like, I mean that works, but obviously for us smaller businesses and like the smaller companies, we just can't do that. So we rely more on like the transparency and like showing, like you said, the behind the scenes, to show our personalities. And the transparency of behind the scenes goes, for the personality, but also just like, I guess it kind of is a way to prove that you know what you're doing.
Yeah, true. Yep.
because you're confident enough to show the transparency.
Yes. And people are nosy as fuck. People want to know this stuff. Like, I was just listening to the Vendor Table podcast, and they were talking about how, like, some of the content that gets the most hits for them is their behind the scenes. People love to see that shit.
Yeah.
They love to see how you interact with your clients. So why not show them that? There's so many methods nowadays. You can bring a second shooter. You can get meta glasses. You can put your phone on a tripod. There are so many ways to do it. There's no excuses. Like, find someone, bring them with you. Like, that is, it's the easiest way to get behind the scenes. Like, you just got to do it. It's worth it. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, there's been so many times I just hire a straight up BTS guy. And it's like,
Yep.
your only job is to film me doing stuff.
I know. I
Like,
want to do that for a wedding soon, but the thing with doing it for weddings is like, it's a little bit more intrusive. So
yeah, but it's not impossible.
true. Yeah.
I mean, we did
We
it
did.
with you.
Yeah. It worked well. You have to find like the right couple, I feel like.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And like, you should know instantly. Like, if they're super
True.
chill, just be like, oh, do you mind if we bring it behind the scenes? They're like, yeah, totally.
Cool. Yeah. And honestly, like, could end up being a third angle for them at some points too. Like, would
Yeah.
work out for them. Yeah, off topic. A little off topic.
No,
but
it's
that's okay. Okay, so kind of like going into that, I talked about like in behind the scenes, you know, showing the interaction with clients. I also think being so diligent about your customer service and how you present yourself with clients, from everything from communication, whether it's via emails or calls, responding. I try to respond to everyone within 24 hours. I treat people the way they want to be treated. I listen to people. It's not easy all the time to be an attentive listener because, you know, you probably have like ideas swirling around your brain when you're on a discovery call with a client, or maybe you're like a little bit distracted that day, but really taking the time to listen to people and understand their goals and asking the right questions, I think, is really important, because it can be really easy to just take a look at, you know, what someone's saying to you. Oh, we need a video for this event. Like, okay, I'm just going to go film the event. Like, what else can you add to that? What can you bring to the table that's different? Maybe I'm going to pull someone to the side and do a testimonial or something like that and make it really different. So I think being an attentive listener, being a great communicator, and treating every client like they are your only client is how I've really distinguished myself. I really kind of pride myself on having this very like energetic, comforting personality. So I try to bring that to like every single shoot that I do.
Yeah, no, like I know there's like AI note takers that you can attach to like your Zoom calls and stuff. I have yet to do that.
I've been doing Gemini, honestly, on Google. It's
Okay,
really
yeah.
good.
I
Really good.
I no longer, I just record my calls now, like within Zoom.
Oh, that's
like
smart.
previously I would like try and be typing down the notes as they tell me, but now I don't type a thing. I just now can record, and like if I need to watch it back later, I will, or I'll get an AI note taker, whatever. But now, since I don't have to actively be taking notes and like be looking at my keyboard typing stuff, I pay them, I give them my undivided attention, and I think that's helped a lot.
Yeah,
To
that's a great
be
point.
able to listen more actively, as you said, to know what questions to ask next, and like actually speak to them to show that I hear you. Like I know exactly what you're saying.
Yep.
I can call back to things they said before, which if I was taking notes, I might have missed.
Right.
Them say some small thing.
Yeah, the Gemini is awesome, actually, because I recently started doing it just because it popped up on one of I was interviewing video editors, and it popped up, and I was like, oh, this would be a great idea.
Yeah.
And I didn't fully trust it at first, so I took notes even though I knew it was taking notes, because I was like, what if it doesn't work?
Yep.
It was like 3 pages of detailed notes, and then at the end it even gives you like action items, like Kayla said she was going to send test footage
Exactly.
and blah blah
Yeah,
blah
yeah,
blah
yeah.
blah. I was like, oh my god, this is incredible. Like I use it all the
They're
time
good.
now.
I need to start doing
It's
it.
so good.
I've had clients use it on me before. Like they're like, okay, like they've invited their own AI note taker into the calls, but then they've shared it with me afterwards, so that helped me.
Oof. Yeah, it's game changer for wedding calls too.
All right. In our case, since there's two of us, I'm the scribe.
Ah, yes.
I
okay.
am the AI note taker.
Nothing beats the humans.
Yeah, but I take funny notes, so it's more fun.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It is kind of fun.
I was also gonna say, like, you know, I mean, I feel like we've both probably seen it, but I've seen so many people, like other creatives, you know, on their sets or on anyone's set, and they're just like, they can be a dick. They're
Yeah.
like too demanding or like too arrogant. It's very obvious that like they're not really listening to the client, and like they're ignoring everyone else, and like that no one wants that.
No.
So you really have to, that client experience, and even not even the client experience, but like just the person experience with everyone.
Right.
The people you're working with,
Great
people
point.
you're working for,
Models, talent,
like
all
needs
stuff.
to be good.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think for us, that comes very easy because we like what we do. We have fun.
And we're not dicks.
And we're not dicks. Yeah. I think this is the first time we said dick on the podcast.
I mean, yeah, we've swore before though.
We've never said that. That's a fun one. This is a new experience. No, you're so right though. Like
I was
we're
debating saying that or douche.
both. Yeah. No. Yeah. Don't be an asshole. Like that comes easy for us because we're just not that type of person.
Yeah. I mean, it blows my mind sometimes to see how people act.
I know. Even sometimes, not even people who are a-holes, but sometimes at weddings, and I know this is like not fair to say because it's not true for all of them, but older men in the wedding industry who are mostly photographers are just so grumpy, and they don't bring any energy to the wedding day. I'm like, how are you in business? How, like, you just don't have a personality? Like, I'm confused. It's crazy to me because like the juxtaposition of me with a person like that, because I'm normally pretty bubbly and I feel like I have to overcompensate when I'm with someone like that because it's like uncomfortable sometimes. And you've had instances with working with bad photographers. It's like, I've got to make this a pleasant experience all around. Like, cause this guy sucks.
Right. Yeah.
And this is not true for all photographers because specifically my friend Ron Lemlin, shout out to Ron, he is amazing and he is a male photographer and he's the best. But just seeing those people who are, like you said, just like Eeyores, like they walk around like they have a cloud over their head. I'm like, this
Hopefully
is a wedding.
I mean, I instantly got that reference, but hopefully people get that reference.
If you don't know Eeyore,
Dude, I feel
turn
like
this podcast
I feel like
off.
a lot of people aren't gonna get that.
What?
I got that instantly, but
Nuh-uh.
dude, millennials are stupid.
Oh my God,
They don't.
no.
They don't know.
Eeyore. You're not even gonna be able to see that. Okay, how do we get on this? I've way lost track. Oh, have a personality. Just have a personality.
Yeah.
That's really
I was
it.
gonna say the kind of one of the last things I'll say is to like kind of what I have here is like the small pond versus the big ocean thing. So like geographically, you can help yourself to become the go-to person just by focusing on one area. You know, like honestly, no matter how good we ever get, we are never going to be the best in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no offense to us, it's just not going to happen.
No offense. None taken.
And that's fine. It's never my goal.
Right.
I'm not even trying to be the best on the East Coast. Like,
That would be tough. We got big city competition in Boston and New York City.
I know, but if you just kind of narrow down your area, you can at least like compete and like you have a fighting chance to then be in that top spot and be the go-to person. So like if you're just focusing on like, you know, even just your one state or just your one little region that you live in, that will help your odds.
Totally agree.
There's no need for you to, I mean, there's plenty of work in the surrounding area where you live.
Yeah.
So there's no real need to try and be the best everywhere.
Yeah. You're right. And if you want to conquer the world, I think that's great. Let us know how you do.
Good luck.
Good luck.
If you want to conquer the world.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny. I think we covered everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I think that was a good breakdown. Just like, you know, be a good person, promote yourself, showcase your personality.
And I guess, yeah, you don't necessarily have to be the best like person behind the camera, like the best camera operator, the best Ebner. Yes, that matters to an extent. Obviously, you need to get the job done, but you don't have to be the absolute best. There's a lot of other skills and like factors that are more important than your camera or editing capabilities.
Yeah, and that can always be learned. Always. But I don't feel like everyone has the personality and what it takes.
Exactly. As we spoke of with our
yeah.
last guest episode, like there are things personality-wise that are just unteachable.
Yep. Totally agree. So let that personality shine. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for listening and watching. If you're on YouTube, please hit subscribe and like the video and share it. If you're on Spotify, please rate us 5 stars, maybe leave a comment, and let us know what you want us to talk about in the next episode. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.